Good morning, all of you. Hi, children. How are you all? My name is P. Venkatalakshmi, Social Security, KGBV Maradmilli, East Godavari district. Children, now we are going to start a new chapter, which is very interesting and which is a part of our life. Okay, students, can you see here, students? What is this, students? Yes, this is our solar system. Okay, what is it we find in the center? Yes, this is our sun. So, what these are all actually, children's, which are actually revolving around the sun. We all know that they are what actually called planets. See here, children's. When you observe the position of the earth from the sun here, we find what is it actually called? Blue planet. What is the position of the earth here? Yes, you know that it's a third position. This is our earth. Okay, students. What we are going to study today, the chapter related to this one. We all know that for all these planets, మీకు ప్లానెట్స్ కోసం తెలుసు కదా, ముందు క్లాసుల్లో నేర్చుకున్నారు కదా స్టూడెంట్స్. ఓకే, హౌ డు యాక్చువల్లీ దే గెట్ లైట్ అండ్ ఫ్రమ్ వేర్ డు దే గెట్ లైట్? వీ ఆల్ నో దట్ ఫ్రమ్ వేర్? ఫ్రమ్ ది సన్. దిస్ ఈజ్ అవర్ సన్, ఎనర్జీ అండ్ వెరీ పవర్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈజ్ ది సోలార్ సిస్టమ్? అసలు సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ అంటే ఏంటి? విచ్ సెలెస్టియల్ బాడీస్ ఆర్ దేర్? దీస్ 8 ప్లానెట్స్. ఎన్ని ప్లానెట్స్ ఉన్నాయేమో మనకి? 8 ప్లానెట్స్. ది సోలార్ సిస్టమ్ కాన్సిస్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ ది సన్ అండ్ దోస్ celestial ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ బౌండ్ టు ఇట్ బై gravity. Okay, first one is Mercury planet. Second one is Venus planet. Note this, children. Third one is Earth, our Earth. Okay, next fourth one is Mars. This is a Mars planet. Next, fifth one is Jupiter. What is this? Jupiter planet. Next, sixth one is Saturn. Saturn planet. Next, seventh one is Uranus. Uranus planet. And last, eighth one is Neptune. Neptune planet. So all these planets, celestial bodies or objects which are what bound to the gravity of the sun. So the gravity of the sun, what is it? Actually gravitational force, magnetic force, which is actually attracting these planets. Because of that reason, they are all what actually revolving around the sun. What actually revolving around the sun. So this what actually we know, that our star, our local star, this is what actually sun is also a star now. So we know that there are millions of stars are there in our universe. Okay, already you know galaxy. Galaxy means so many millions of the stars. Okay, children, this is a galaxy. దీనినే మనం పాలపుంత అని కూడా అంటాం. సో sun is also one of the star and the nearest stars of the earth. Because of that reason it looks in big in size. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, సూర్యుడు మనకి అతిపెద్ద నక్షత్రం అని మనకు తెలుసు కదా. ఓకే, కెన్ యూ సీ వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ చిల్డ్రన్? కెన్ యూ ఇమాజిన్ వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్? This name of this planet, it's called Earth. So it is our local planet. It is also known as blue planet. It's also what called blue planet? What is the reason why it called blue planet? Why? Because it has a lot of water in here. Yes, that it is covered 70 by 71% with water and 29% with land. You know that. So because of that reason this planet is also called blue planet. మనకి భూమిలో నీరు చాలా ఎక్కువ శాతం ఉండటం వల్ల భూమిని బ్లూ కలర్లో మనకి చూపిస్తారు. ఓకే, till now we have seen that how different planets are getting the energy or the source of energy from where do actually they get energy. Yes, sun, they get energy from the sun. In what form that these planets get energy from the sun? మనకి సూర్యుడి నుంచి చాలా ఎనర్జీ వస్తుంది కదా. ఎనర్జీ మీన్స్ వెరీ పవర్, అంటే శక్తి వనరు మనకి లభిస్తుంది. యూ ఆల్సో నీడ్ ఎనర్జీ నౌ ఫర్ యువర్ డైలీ యాక్టివిటీస్, ఫర్ ప్లేయింగ్, ఫర్ డూయింగ్ హోంవర్క్, ఫర్ వాట్ డిఫరెంట్ యాక్టివిటీస్. Do you know? Can you observe? Yes, we need energy from the sun. We need energy from the sun. So we do know, where do you find life among the all planets in our solar system? Yes, exactly. Plants, trees, animals, human beings and all things. Okay students, do you know how do actually plants grow? From where do they get energy for making food themselves, you know? From where do they get energy? They get sun energy from the sun for making food. So that's what we are going to discuss the chapter energy from the sun. What is the name of the chapter? Energy from the sun, in 8th class, second lesson. Okay, keywords: atmosphere, solar radiation, insolation, heat balance, global warming. Now objectives: describe the solar energy from the sun's rays, explain about the sun's rays and Earth's surface, describe the contrast between land and water, identify the temperature of atmosphere, describe about heat balance. Okay, do you know diversity? Diversity means we have many varieties, variations in life. That one, life of plants, life of animals and life of human beings. So what are these some of the diversity aspects you come across in the previous classes, like oceans. Do you know, students? Oceans? Yeah, oceans, continents. This is here in our continents. Mountains, plateaus, and plains. Okay, students. Regions of high and scanty rainfall, that means low rainfall areas and high rainfall areas. Okay, so here in this lesson, what we are going to know, another important aspect of diversity is what that we feel it. We cannot see it, so that is what we find the diversity. It is what related to temperature. We cannot see it. See, for example, in the summer season, how hot is it? We can say is not it, but we cannot see. We, if anybody asks you to show how much of heat is there, so we cannot show them, but we feel it. So this is what called the diversity. This is diversity in temperature. We find all the places on the earth how the equal amount of temperature there is in from the sun. So some of the places you may find high temperature, some of the places are very low temperature we find here. Okay, students, observe this image. Some places are very low, some places are very high temperature. Okay, next one is solar energy and sun's rays. Solar energy and sun's rays. What is రేడియేషన్? అసలు రేడియేషన్ అంటే ఏంటో తెలుసుకుందాం. ఓకే, ది సన్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ది ఎనర్జీ emits is called here solar radiation. The emission of energy from the sun in the form of light and heat. So which is what actually the celestial body which emits energy of its wall. Then what is insolation? What is insolation? We all know that the earth and other planets receive the energy in the form of light and heat from the sun. This is what called insolation. That means the planets are not having the capability of producing energy of their own. They are receiving the energy from the sun. Okay, we will now look at the topic greenhouses. A greenhouse is also called glass house. These are the houses which are made by human societies. Humans grow crops by creating an artificial environment. We can grow vegetables and fruits in very cold regions by building greenhouses. These buildings have transparent roofs and walls which allow heat to come in but not escape. By irrigating the fields, a muesli environment can be created to grow in crops like a paddy. Okay, students, now let us learn about the sun's rays and earth's surface. See, does the earth receive the energy from the sun? will absorb the whole energy, or does it reflect? No, it does not reflect some of its energy. You see here, students, only 51% of the energy of sun is being absorbed by the earth. The remaining 49% will be reflected back into the space. You see that? Yes, 20% energy. It's reflected by clouds. You see? Exactly, 16% scattered from atmosphere, 19 absorbed by atmosphere and clouds, 4% by surface. Okay students, you see here the energy in this form with some of the energy which is actually reaches to the earth will be reflected out. This is what called energy. In that is what solar radiation, which is what emitted by the sun is called energy. In various, what is energy out here, students? The energy which is reflected by this earth towards the sun, this is what got towards the space and other parts of the universe. This is what actually called energy out. This is what actually called, children's, terrestrial radiation. The energy which is reflected by the sun, by the earth is called terrestrial radiation. Okay, the next topic is angle of incidence. Okay, now we see that here, students, angle of incidence. What do you mean by angle of incidence? So we all know that earth is in spiritual spherical shape, but where is here when the sun rays fall on the earth? So do all the parts receive same amount and for energy? No. If you observe this figure, you find in this figure, in part here you find the ray sunrise are reaching to long distance, whereas with short distance. So here you can better understand. See that middle part of the world which is receiving the energy from the sun, having the short form of grace, but they are keeping the small space, but they are receiving the much energy, whereas in north pole and south pole, towards north and south, they are receiving less energy. So you can see here, this is what discussed on insulation. The energy observed by the earth is what called insulation here. You see that in the middle part of the singlets are falling vertically and they are occupying small area, whereas towards the north Arctic Circle and in the south Antarctic Circle. Okay students, you find here the area occupied the sunrise is very large. Okay, where is the energy received by the places are very less. Due to that reason, most of these places are remaining in hold. Okay children, the displayed table makes us understand what differences the angle of incidence makes for the amount of energy received on the surface. The sun rays fall at an angle of about 90 degrees on the equator and fall slantingly towards the poles. The angle is called angle of incidence. Now we see that land and water contrast. Children, we all know that land is liquid body, is not it various water. Land is a solid body. Where is water is a liquid body here? See, do we find in a observing heat and losing heat may be differences here. Why? Because land is a solid body. The heat very quickly and do this very quickly heat here. If you observe here, the clan fault having the transmission, whereas here in the water body we find being a liquid body, it can move the heat. So due to the TIG, it takes much time for observing heat and losing heat up here in this picture. Also you can find the log the land and water contrasts. That means difference you find here the name water bodies. The water absorbs heat very slowly and varies to lose heat very slowly, and when it's ground or the land part absorbs heat very quickly and loses heat very quickly. What are the reasons for this here? We have because land heats and cools more rapidly than water. Why? Because of what reason? Specific heat transmission and define here mobility and what is it operating cooling here. So it is there is a lot of differences in between these two parts due to the tension. It takes much time for water to absorb heat from the sun. Okay students, we will now learn about the heating of atmosphere. సూర్యుడి నుండి వచ్చే సూర్యకిరణాలు ముందుగా భూమిని వేడెక్కిస్తాయి. అది మీకు తెలుసు కదా స్టూడెంట్స్. ఆ తర్వాత ఏం జరుగుతుంది? భూమి నుంచి వేడి వికిరణ చెందుతూ మన చుట్టూ ఉన్న వాతావరణం అంటే గాలి వేడెక్కుతుంది. అందుకే భూమికి దగ్గరగా ఎక్కువగా వేడి ఉండి వాతావరణం పైకి వెళ్ళే కొద్దీ మనకి ఎలా ఉంటుంది? చాలా చల్లగా ఉంటుంది. మీరు గమనించే ఉంటారు వివిధ కాలాల్లో వాతావరణం ఎలా ఉంటుంది? చాలా విభిన్నంగా ఉంటుంది కదా. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, సో యూ మే బీ సర్ప్రైజ్డ్ టు నో దట్ ది అట్మాస్ఫియర్ ఆర్ ది ఎయిర్ around us is not heated directly by the rays of the sun. In fact, it allows the rays to pass through without being heated by them. అంటే సూర్యకిరణాల వల్ల వేడెక్కడం అనేది మనకి ఏం తెలియచేస్తుంది? వాతావరణం తెలియచేస్తుంది. ఓకే, we will now look at the heat balance. What is this heat balance? So what do you mean by heat balance? That we already discussed. That earth receives energy, some of the energy it reflects back into the space or into the clouds or into the atmosphere. So due to that reason you find here that 51% of energy is being received and 49% of energy is being reflected. So this is what actually filled every time that earth maintains a balance of heat, that it does not receive percent of energy. Some of the energy will reflect back into the space. So nowadays what is happening here? As we already discussed, due to the greenhouse effect, that in all regions we discuss now that they construct greenhouses for growing plants in order to track the sunlight. A similar thing happening on the earth also, because of the greenhouses gases like CO2. CO2 means carbon dioxide, and other gases which are causing pollution and which are reflecting the energy back into the earth surface. Due to the treatment every year, the temperature is increasing on the earth. So due to CO2 and other gases which are what actually causing heat improvement or increase in heat, this lead to a global problem. That is the global problem. What is it called? Increasing temperature throughout the world, this global problem. The global problem is what called, children? You know? Yes, global warming. Global warming, that means the temperature every year on the earth are increasing. So due to the reason we are facing many problems. This is what the problem called global warming. So the earth globe is getting absorbing heat. So due to the driven, many of the parts of the world have been facing different extreme climate conditions. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా చదునుగా ఉండే ప్రాంతాన్ని ఎప్పుడైనా చూసారా? ఎక్కడైనా చూసారా? మనకి ప్రతి చోట కూడా భూమి ఎత్తు పల్లాలతో వాళ్ళతో కనబడుతుంది కదా. ఈ కారణం వల్లే మనకి భూమికి అందే సౌరశక్తిలో చాలా తేడా అనేది ఉంటుంది. సమ్ గ్యాసెస్ లైక్ కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ prevent radiation of heat from the earth. It would get much cooler. Gases like carbon dioxide increase in the atmosphere due to more uses of in this petrol. Do you know, students, petrol and diesel and కటింగ్ డౌన్ ఆఫ్ ఫారెస్ట్స్. అడవుల్ని నరికివేయటం వలన ఏం జరుగుతుంది? మనకి వాతావరణంలో బొగ్గు పులుసు వాయువు అనేది బాగా ఎక్కువగా పెరిగిపోతుంది. వాతావరణంలో బొగ్గు పులుసు వాయువు శాతం పెరిగితే ఉష్ణోగ్రత ఏమవుతుంది? బాగా పెరుగుతుంది. దీనినే ఏమంటాం మనం? గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్, భూగోళం వేడెక్కడం అంటాం. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, కెన్ యూ సీ హియర్? దిస్ ఈజ్ అవర్ వరల్డ్ మ్యాప్. వరల్డ్ మీన్ యాన్యువల్ టెంపరేచర్ అంటే మన ప్రపంచ సగటు యొక్క వార్షిక ఉష్ణోగ్రత. ఆయా ప్రాంతాల్లో ఏ విధంగా ఉష్ణోగ్రత అనేది ఉన్నదనేది మనకి ఈ పటం తెలియజేస్తుంది. మీ దగ్గర టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ ఉంటే ఈ పిక్చర్ని ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, టుడే యువర్ అసైన్మెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్, కెన్ యూ పాయింట్ అవుట్ ది డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఇన్సోలేషన్ అండ్ రేడియేషన్? Second one is, can you tell why there is difference in heating of land and water. So please note this question, students. ఈ 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇంటి దగ్గర మీరు చదువుకొని రండి. ఓకే చిల్డ్రన్స్, నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో మరిన్ని ఆసక్తికరమైన విషయాల్ని మనం తెలుసుకుందాం. టేక్ కేర్. బాయ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, and thank you all.